Go ahead and ask all those that are able to stand. We stand for Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, welcome to tonight's council meeting, Tuesday, October 25th, 2022. Tonight's meeting will be conducted in accordance with the Open Meetings Act, a copy of which is posted on the wall. First item of business would be approval of minutes for the September 27th budget hearing, the October 11th regular council meeting, the October 12th special meeting, and I don't think there is any reason we couldn't do those all together. If anyone objects, does not object. Any comments, questions, corrections to any of those meetings? September 27th, October 11th, and October 12th.
Move we approve all three.
Motion by Sherman. Is there a second?
So moved.
Second by Olson. Roll call.
Elwinger?
Yes.
Sherman?
Yes.
Galloway?
Yes.
Radcliffe?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5 in favor, 0 against. Item number 3, comments by the public. If there's anybody here that wish to speak to anything that is not otherwise on the agenda.
I was just wondering if we could please get the minutes for October 11th put up on the website. So the 27th is up there under current minutes, but I wasn't able to pull the 11th.
Okay, you bet.
There is an extra packet in the back, if you want to grab the packet. It's underneath the agenda.
But we'll make sure that that gets updated as well.
Yeah, we need to get on the website.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. If there's nothing else, we'll move on to item number 4. We have a proclamation for Larry Frost, and I'll go ahead and read it. Larry Frost Day Proclamation. Whereas at a 1997 Cheyenne County Chamber of Commerce meeting, rooftop lighting was discussed, and by December of that same year, Larry Frost had the downtown lights ready for Christmas, and whereas Larry could be seen before and after work in his suit and tie 7 days a week, working diligently to light up the downtown skyline, and whereas due to a severe hailstorm on all the downtown buildings, Larry led the charge to have all the bulbs replaced again in 1999, and whereas Larry Frost continued to add lights to more buildings, and with the addition of the library, city offices, and chamber building, the 5,137 bulb spectacle was complete. Whereas for 16 years, Larry kept the bulbs and light strings working, and whereas after a committee of 10 people in 2022 replaced all the bulbs to restore the downtown to its original glow, it was realized just what a massive undertaking and level of commitment Larry Frost has given this project in the city of Sidney. And whereas Larry's efforts have enhanced the appearance of the city of Sidney for local residents and visitors alike, and his tireless work and dedication is unmatched. Now, therefore, I, Roger Galloway, by virtue of the authority invested in me as mayor of the city of Sidney, do hereby proclaim the 25th day of October 2022 Larry Frost Day. So, thank you. And we have a copy of this to present to you as well, Larry.
You're making way too much of a deal out of it.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a fantastic project, and I can't tell you how much people enjoy it and what it does for Sidney.
40,000 bulbs sounds like a lot, but that took you 16 years to get done.
Well, I'll tell you what,
I didn't do it alone.
understand that, but
Thank you.
the effort and commitment to Sidney is commendable.
Well, first of all, I often want to thank my wife, Donna. She saved me a lot of tight spots by holding the ladder.
That I understand, having been on a few of those buildings now, yeah.
And, well, Rod Freeze probably saved my life because I was trying to work verticals off that ladder, and he volunteered to the bucket truck. So, and then Judy and Kurt Aiden and their employee Jim Powell at that time replaced a bunch of bulbs on. They volunteered a day, and that really helped after that big hailstorm. And then Bob Van Vliet wanted them on for Oktoberfest. He said if you ever get tired of putting money into it, come see me, and I hit him up for $200.
There you go.
And, well, thank you guys for this, I appreciate it.
Well, that's a-
And Jordan Ball helped, because after my ladder got swiped, I bought a new ladder that had a ridge on it. It was, hurt your hand to carry it one-handed, so he carried my bucket and I carried my ladder. I want to thank him too.
But none of it would have
Thanks, Rob.
happened without Larry Frost.
Yeah,
Absolutely didn't happen.
You bet.
Thank you.
You bet. Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Lloyd. And I'm never speaking to you two again.
Well, it's been a project that's been near and dear to the hearts of many, so again, we can't thank you enough. Should have had cake. Okay, moving on. Public hearing, consideration of Resolution 20221-001, Class D liquor license for Wilkinson Development Incorporated, known as Fat Dogs. City and manager application for James, how do I say that, Rhea?
Oh. God,
Art,
you're probably as close as, oh, there you go.
I'm
Thank you.
sorry?
James Rewe.
Rewe, thank you.
Oh, yeah, I would have been further away.
I didn't want to try and butcher that too badly. And making a recommendation to the Nebraska Liquor Control Commission. So this is a basic application, change in manager.
Right, we used, the company used to be our sister company that we've dealt with for 25 years. We've expanded, we've grown, so it just makes sense for our Wilkinson development to take over that expense and that management of that, so we can transition.
Sure.
Up and down.
Chief? Okay.
Up and down.
We need to open up the
Oh,
time.
sorry. Let's say the budget hearing is open at 7:07. Not budget hearing,
Budget?
public hearing, sorry,
Okay.
public hearing. So still stuck on budgets. Public hearing is open, 7:07. No objections from staff, chief of police. Is there any comments, questions? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve the liquor license for Wilkinson Development? Motion by Sherman, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Radcliffe, roll call. No, I can't do that in
Oh,
the
so you want to come out of the public
and
hearing
then vote.
first?
Yeah, I was just asking that too.
Okay. No other discussion. We will close the public hearing at 7:08.
08.
It's close enough.
Now, is there a motion to approve the liquor license? Sorry. Motion by Sherman, is there a second? Second by Radcliffe. Roll call.
Sherman,
Yes.
Galloway,
Yes.
Radcliffe,
Yes.
Olson,
Yes.
Elwinger.
Yes.
Motion carries 5 in favor, 0 against. Are those normally hearings? I guess it is, huh? Okay. Consideration of ordinance 1840. I don't know, David, you want to speak to that? Is that?
Yeah, I can start us off. I guess. This was mentioned during the budget workshop that the city council, mayor and city council hadn't had a raise in almost 20 years now, since 1994, I think was the last time that you guys have had one. So the money is budgeted, if so, you so should approve this. So it's not that it's coming from anywhere that we don't already have accounted for. I guess that's all I can say.
I will add that in looking this up to make sure how we were doing the ordinance, the only statutory authority there is that you be paid quarterly.
Oh, yes. that's
So we have changed it to quarterly. I don't know why they decided, it looks like it's been quarterly in the statutes for a long time, but Nebraska is a permission granted state, which means you can only do what you're granted permission to do, and you're granted permission to pay quarterly. So that's what we've got to do.
Doing it by month,
Mhm.
so we'll have to do it.
Well, I think they made a motion, but there's no authority to do that. That was done in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, I went back and looked, and it was in 1996, they went and did it semi-annually, and it was supposed to be done quarterly.
Semi-monthly.
So that will change no matter what you do, right?
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because I have Never known it to be anything else.
When you haven't
Right,
looked at
since
it
the
this in
90s.
so long, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So was the ordinance necessary regardless because of the quarterly payments?
it should have been changed, yes.
Yeah.
We'd have never had any reason to look otherwise, but yes.
Well,
So language in the current, in this ordinance reflects that.
Is
The court
correct.
does, yeah, it's
Okay.
correct.
Is correct. It says quarterly.
Okay. What would, just curiosity, then what are the quarters going to be then?
No, it'd be 1/4 or 1/4 of.
Well, not how
He
much,
means
when.
what months?
I mean, when.
Oh, usually it would be probably the first pay period after the quarter, isn't it, or at the end of the quarter? So it would be March, June, September, and December, is that right? It's the end of each quarter, January,
Yeah.
February, March, April, May,
Yep.
June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, the last month in each one, probably. We have to keep it consistent so that we get it in a fiscal year where all 4 quarters land in the same fiscal year, so,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Comments, questions, anybody?
well, I'm against it. I get a paid fine.
Okay.
What is, so the numbers in here are the new, or some higher amount?
That's correct.
Yes. Do you need to know what it was? Okay, I was just curious.
Oh, yeah, what was it?
It was 66 and 42, or 63 and 42, and this is 66 and 44, so it's not going up a large amount. It's pretty modest increase.
$200, I think?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, $200 increase.
For the year?
$50 a quarter.
Yeah,
Pre-tax.
exactly.
Pre-tax.
So 41
I'm
and
still
some
against
change.
it. When I filed, I thought I was doing this for free. And I didn't find out until a couple days later, but I'd still be okay with free, but
And since I have rescinded all the money back to you. Yeah, right? Any other comments, questions? Okay. So it's on here. Well, I would ask the,
Need to designate.
Correct.
yeah.
Is there a motion? Yeah.
Is there a motion to designate ordinance 1840?
I move that we designate the ordinance with the original
Well,
pay scale.
You don't have to do anything to do that.
Yeah, you just do nothing
It'll
then.
just stay.
It'll just, if it
Because
doesn't.
there's already an
Nobody designated.
If it
it.
doesn't-
But we needed to change it, you're right.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Okay,
So
no,
that's what I was
you're
getting
right.
at. So-
He's saying he wants to change it so that it does reflect the quarterly.
Oh,
But he
sure.
wants
At the
to,
current rate.
at the current rate, not the new rate.
Yes.
Okay,
I
sorry.
get- you're right.
I
That's
didn't
what I
understand.
said.
You're right. So we would have to because of the quarterly.
Yeah,
Okay. So we have a motion to designate ordinance 180 with the change of retaining the current rate of pay. Is there a second?
Okay. So you-
Sherman.
Sure.
So who seconded?
So,
I'll second it.
second by Radcliffe. So what we're doing is a motion to designate ordinance 1840 with the following change, that the rate of pay is to remain the same and the change into quarterly payments to reflect state statutes is correct. So I would ask we need to vote on the designation.
Galloway,
Yes.
Radcliffe,
Yes.
Olson,
Yep.
Elwinger,
Yes.
Sherman.
Yes.
Motion to designate ordinance 1840 carries 5-0. I'd ask the clerk to read it by title.
An ordinance of the City of Sidney, Nebraska, amending Section 2203 of the codified ordinances of the City of Sidney, Nebraska, fixing salaries of the mayor and council members as per provisions of Section 19-616 of the revised statutes of Nebraska 1943 as amended.
So that will constitute the first reading, since this is an ordinance. I guess I would ask what are the wishes of the council, if you would like to move on to the second reading or entertain a motion to waive the 3 readings. In effect, the only change we are making then is to reflect the quarterly payments to bring us in accordance with the state statutes.
I'll move away 3 readings.
Motion to waive the 3 readings by Sherman. Is there a second?
Second?
Second by Radcliffe. Roll call.
Radcliffe,
Yes.
Olson,
Yep.
Elwanger,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Galloway.
Yes. So that is the waiving of the 3rd reading, so this is the 3rd and final reading. Is there a motion to pass ordinance 1840?
As amended.
As amended.
As amended.
As amended.
So moved.
Motion by Sherman, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Elwanger, roll call.
Radcliffe,
Yes.
Olson,
Yep.
Elwanger,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Galloway.
Yes. Motion passes 5-0, 5 in favor, 0 against. Ask the clerk to read ordinance by number.
1840.
And then lastly, I would ask if there's a motion to publish ordinance 1840.
So moved.
Motion by Sherman, is there a second?
Second?
Second by Radcliffe, roll call.
Olson,
Yes.
Elwanger,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Galloway,
Yes.
Radcliffe.
Yes.
Motion carries 5 in favor, 0 against. So with that, we should be in compliance then with the state on quarterly payments. Rate of pay stays the same. Okay. And then you guys will just have to do the bookwork on how to
Okay,
adjust.
yeah. As long as we keep the quarters in the same fiscal year, we should be all right.
Okay.
Okay.
Item number 7, consideration of resolution 20221-002. Request from the Cheyenne County Chamber to use Illinois Street for the Parade of Lights on December 2nd, 2022. So that we can refer the request to the State Department of Roads.
Hello?
The Cheyenne County Chamber of Commerce requests to have Highway 30 closed from 50th Avenue to 8th Avenue, or actually west of 7th Avenue, on Friday, December 2nd, for Holidays and Hickory Parade. So it's kind of just like what we did last year.
Something we have to submit to the state anytime we use state roads, which Illinois Street is one. Any comments or questions for Tasha? If not, is there a motion to pass resolution 2022-1002?
So moved.
Motion by Elwanger, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Sherman, roll call.
Elwanger,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Galloway,
Yes.
Radcliffe,
Yes.
Olson.
Yep.
Motion carries 5 in favor, 0 against. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 8, recommendation of historic board appointment.
And I probably should put reappointment. Vicki Lauer is already a current member of the Historic Preservation Board, and her term ended. And we do still have another open slot, so if anybody else is interested to be on the Historic Preservation Board, please turn in an application. We didn't receive another one. We did receive a request from Vicki to be reappointed. Her work is pretty valuable on that board. Marvin can probably speak to this. When she was on the board, Vicki studies for information very diligently and gives really good input in these meetings. So I would recommend that we reappoint Vicki Lauer to the Historic Preservation Board.
Any comments or questions for David or anyone else?
No, she is really good on that board. It would be great to have her back on it, so.
Okay. Is there a motion to reappoint Vicki Lowry to the Historic Board?
So moved.
Motion by Elwanger. Is there a second? Second by Sherman. Roll call.
Sherman,
Yes.
Galloway,
Yes.
Radcliffe,
Yes.
Olson,
Yes.
Elwanger.
Yes.
Motion carries 5 in favor, 0 against. Item number 9, power generation project update.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Mike Paul, Electric Superintendent. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the power generation project. As you guys recall, in July 26th council meeting, you approved the purchase of 4 generating units, 2.5 megawatt generating units, as well as directed us to go out and work with PowerTech and our engineer, Exponential Engineering, to try to secure a design-build type contract for this project. We have received a submittal from PowerTech for the 4-unit pricing. As you can see, that 4-unit pricing increased to $2,648,643. Really, it's pretty much on par with if you price these out per each unit. The economies of scale that we were hoping we were going to see by that fourth one was pretty much ate up by inflation. But I've also put a financial implication, updated that, since we will not be bonding for this as the original Exponential Engineering submittal had us as a bond. The annual total fixed cost will be $164,586. That's pushing these out for 30 years, depreciating these out over 30-year time, with a means annual capacity payments of $240,000. So it will be somewhat of a money generating for us, as well as that capacity payment is just at. So if you recall, originally we talked about the getting some of these for operating reserves. We're still pushing for that. If we can get these installed, we're probably going to realize about a year and a half of operating reserves, so that capacity payment will be a lot higher at that point. It'll probably be in the tune of $40,000 or $50,000 a month payment rather than just the normal capacity. That being said, we need to get these installed and get that going, because once an RTO comes out in the west, then we'll just realize the capacity payments. So really, I just wanted to update you guys. Do you have any questions or comments on anything in the packet?
I can't think of anything. Anybody?
All right.
Okay,
Very
well,
good.
thanks for the update.
Yep.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay. Item number 10, City Manager's Report.
Oh, wow, I'm already there. I don't have a whole lot this time. I did want to mention that tomorrow, between 10:30 and 1:30, Rachel Morgan from the Nebraska Arts Council will be in town, and we will be doing our site visit for Creative District, so that's going to be exciting. We're going to go visit 6 of the local downtown businesses and kind of showcase what we've done here. And then at the end, we will meet back at the Elks, and she will give us some feedback on the workbook that we had submitted and anything else that she thinks we might need to improve on or change. And then we'll move forward from there. But this has been a great project. I've been working with Rachel on this for I don't know how long. I think we spoke together at the Municipal League Finance Conference when there was only a few communities doing this, and we were one of the few. And as you know, when you went to the E3 event here a month or two ago, now like 5 or 6 of those we're doing. There's so many people taking advantage of this program, and it's a fantastic program. And I can't wait to showcase Sydney.
And when is that meeting again?
It'll be tomorrow. We're going to start at 10:30. We'll start at the Fox Theater, and then we'll move to a few different locations. I think the Bike Shop's one, Hy-Vee's, I wish I had my list in front of me, Sam and Louie's, Charlotte and Emerson, yep, Charlotte and Emerson was the other one, yep. And then we will meet back at the Elks to kind of go over that project with them, and then we'll have our meeting all together with our steering committee and the state representatives to go over what they thought of our workbook. So a lot of work went into it. It's going to be really good. And then on Thursday, October 27th, this Thursday, from 5:30 to 8 p.m., E3 will be hosting a networking event, Happy Hour and Headshots, up at the golf course. So it's like a speed networking thing. I think they've done this before, but we've never offered free headshots before, so that'll be a great event if anybody is looking to network and maybe get a free headshot and have a happy hour beer up at the golf course. Come on up there, Thursday night. And the only other thing I want to mention is Trunk or Treat's coming. Next Monday, right? Hickory Square, be there. We have, about 4 trunks short of maybe what we had last year?
Yeah,
So it's
44 confirmed and 11 pending.
And 11 pending, so if some of those jump in, and we had, I think, about 50 last year, so if even some of the pendings come in, it'll be a great big snake, just like it was last year, all the way around, so.
And what time does that start?
We'll be down there early, but it starts 4 to 6.
Next Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Okay.
We had a lot of kids last year, so hopefully good weather that day.
Yes. Yeah, there were some long lines. I did see that.
Yeah. That's all I had.
Okay. Chief, anything?
Nope.
Nothing. Lane? Marshall? Hank? No.
No, nothing projects, but would like to congratulate Larry on his endeavor and his acknowledgement.
That's
Well
awesome.
deserved.
Well deserved, absolutely. Comments from council. Bob?
Who do we have representing for the council on the Sydney Housing Board now?
Brad, isn't it? Is it you, Brad?
You've attended.
I have not attended a meeting yet.
Okay.
Start going to those.
Anything else? Okay. Bert?
Nothing.
No. Marva?
At this time.
Okay. Brad?
Well, yeah, I guess I just want to echo the comments of Larry Frost's proclamation. You know, volunteerism is something that isn't as popular as it used to be.
Yes,
And
that's true.
when somebody does something like that, definitely want to be recognized for what that did, what that makes Sydney look like. And as we, about a day into climbing up on those roofs and replacing things, sometimes 4 or 5 of us at a time, and realizing that one guy did most of that work, it was, we felt the need to do something like that. And it was very nice to see that many people show up for it, and hopefully it inspires more people to volunteer.
You were wearing your suit and tie when you were on the roof, right? No,
Well,
no. Just
I was in slacks one time.
For the record, he did take a conference call on his laptop, though.
Okay. While hanging from the building?
On the roof.
On the roof.
On the
It's
roof.
a very dramatic thing.
Yeah.
Appreciate that opportunity. I do, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
The parade, how many floats do you have in it already?
Just a few.
And what is the drop dead date to get one in there?
Oh,
Probably that Friday, the 2nd,
Oh, we can just ride up till,
right up to that
right up to the
time.
second. That's beautiful.
just drive up.
We're trying to do
Get
that.
working on yours.
Okay.
That's right, we've got plans. And we need help.
Everybody needs to be in a bubble.
Yeah.
That's a globe thing, I think, is the theme, yeah. Snow globe.
So we'd certainly encourage anybody and everybody to find some time to put together a float for the Parade of Lights to help celebrate
Yeah.
Sydney. Again, who should they contact?
Me. Christine, Radke, or Tasha, either one of us.
Okay. So we'd certainly like to get the word out on that, make sure we could try to get as many people involved as possible.
Promise I'm done.
Okay. For my comments, I would congratulate the football team. They just completed their season, going to 5-4, first winning record since 2018, and they just missed getting into the playoffs by .23 points. It's quite the complicated system, and a lot of other games come into play, whether you can get in or not. So they were tabulating all that as we were coming home from the game. But I just want to say congratulations to them. The growth of all of the team and the members was tremendous from beginning to end, and certainly a commendable effort. And right now, well, then also we had the cross-country teams compete at state. Talissa Tanquary was our medal winner, coming in at 4th. Very high finish down there, very competitive. And the girls volleyball team just started sub-district play tonight, winning their first game over Alliance. They will be in competition again tomorrow. Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday. Saturday would be the district final if they would get to that.
The sub-district championship's tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're right.
Now we're all confused.
Make me regret bringing it up. I thought it was, okay. As always, check newschannelnebraska.com
Yeah,
for all your
yeah, it's right
upcoming
there.
sports
Plug for News Channel
information.
Nebraska.
Beyond that, I was very, very honored to get to participate in changing out some of the lights. I've known Larry since I moved to Sydney, over 30 years ago, and a great individual and a great project that he started, and just very honored and proud that I could help carry on that tradition, because I think it is something that really does add to the vibrancy of what Sydney is all about as a community, and reflects who we are in a bright manner, the City of Light. So, with that, the only other item on the agenda is closed session regarding personnel reviews. Is there a motion to go into closed session? Motion by Sherman. Is there a second? Second by Olson. Roll call.
Galloway?
Yes.
Radcliffe?
Yes.
Olson?
Yes.
Elwinger?
Yes.
Sherman?
Yes.
Motion carries 5 in favor, 0 against. We'll go into closed session at 7.